How's it going, dudes? And thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today we'll be taking a look at the original AT-ST set 7127, the Imperial AT-ST, coming at 107 pieces, ages 7 to 12. We got one minifigure, an AT-ST build. It's quite the build, so without further ado, let's take a closer look at this set.
And here is our AT-ST all built up from 2001. This set originally retailed for, I believe, $10 back in 2001. Adjusted for inflation, you're looking at $15 to $17, which for the price of this set back in 2001, that's pretty good. Nowadays, if you're looking to pick this up brand new, sealed for your collection, you'll be paying anywhere from, I think, the lowest listing on Bricklink sealed, I think I saw was $75, going up to $80. On eBay, it's probably around the same. Here's the front cover of the box. We can see Chewbacca on top of the AT-ST poking his little head out. We can see the name of the set on the bottom, set number up top, Lego logo, Star Wars logo, piece count, ages, typical front of the box. Look at the side of the box. We can see the original price tag from Kmart for $9.99. Flip around to the back. We can see Chewbacca reassembling or rebuilding the AT-ST, which I really liked this old box style art. And it does show two depictions of an alternate build. We have some sort of weird frog looking speeder thing, and then we have a straight up pod racer. I now present to you the instructions. Oh my gosh, we have a picture of the AT-ST with Chewbacca inside of it on Endor, but a bigger image. We open up the book, we can see Chewbacca being built, and he has a little name tag right there. That's pretty cool. And then if you go through the book, you actually see they did clips of the movie, little screenshots, which I think is really cool. To the back of the book, we can see some advertisements for some other sets from the time period, such as the original Slave 1, the OG X-Wing, the original Millennium Falcon, which I do have reviews. We see another depiction of some other sets advertised of the 2001 Wave, which I also have reviewed, I think, most of these sets. And then on the back of the book, we have a advertisement for the Lego Star Wars Technic buildable figure sets. And Chewbacca is the only minifigure to appear in this set. It would have been really nice to get a AT-ST pilot. I feel like that would have made a lot of sense given that it's an AT-ST. But instead, we have Chewbacca, which gets the job done considering that he did pilot the AT-ST in Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. He has very little printing. He has a little black dot on his nose and some silver specks on his bandolier. But he is made in brown. This is the original brown color. In 2004, he was later reprinted in reddish brown, essentially the exact same figure, just a slightly different shade of brown. The figure appears in two other sets, the original Millennium Falcon and one of the Lego Star Wars minifigure packs. This is actually the last appearance of this minifigure until it was reprinted in reddish brown. So there's a little fun fact for you. Does it look like Chewbacca? Yes. Is it the best looking Chewbacca? No, but for 2001, it got the job done. And for those wondering what he looks like without his head on, it's just a plain brown torso. Now that is all said and done, we can actually take a look at the set itself. Now this thing is a goofy looking walker. It's got some weird colors, interesting build techniques, but overall looks like an AT-ST, which, you know, that's good. Hey, there's not too many play features on the set, but we'll go over how it's supposed to walk. Now, given the articulation is very limited, given that these are pretty older pieces, and this is as far as the leg bends forward, so you really can't get a good looking walking position. So here's how it walks. We have some Technic pieces, and this technique has been used in sets previously, but from my knowledge, this is the only time they use this build technique in a Star Wars set. And here goes nothing. This is how it walks. You move the legs back and forth, and thanks to the Technic pieces, kind of looks like it's walking. Really, it looks like it's just shuffling its feet back and forth. It kind of looks like it's dancing, not gonna lie. The head does not rotate, so you're stuck doing this. We do get two front cannons which pivot up and down thanks to this hinge brick, and then on this one side we have a megaphone, which is supposed to be a cannon, which it does spin, so that's cool. You know, do some 360s. And then on the other side we have some more blasters, which also do spin. To get into the AT-ST, we simply pull back down these hinge pieces, get our Chewbacca, and then he just sits right in there. There's no stud connection, which is good because if there was, he'd probably get stuck and you have to rip his legs off. But it closes up simply just like that. He's in there. He's pretty snug. You really can't see him because it's pitch black in there. Yeah, we have Chewbacca piloting the AT-ST now. Now it's a little tricky to see, but we have an inverted 2x2 slope with a really cool AT-ST print on it. It looks like Chewbacca is about to fire upon another AT-ST, which I believe does happen in the movie, so kudos to that. and you can in fact have him poking his head out of the AT-ST. We do have a few other printed elements, such as these rounded tiles in the back, which I believe are supposed to be some sort of ventilation or exhaust system. And then up top, we do have the hatch of the AT-ST, which doesn't actually open up, but it's cool that it's there. Now, to quickly go over the color scheme of the set, we do have light gray and dark gray before the color change in 2004. So these are the original gray colors, which over time do tend to fade a little bit. And then there's also the inclusion of brown and tan. Why exactly? I don't know. Maybe they're just trying to add some color, but I feel like brown and tan, it's not accurate, so it's got that going for it, so that's cool. I feel like I'm surprised there's not given blue, because we know older Lego Star Wars sets just love to throw blue colors into sets that really don't need it. But I feel like they could have gone with just keeping it dark gray and light gray. The tan and brown seems very necessary, but if they had some sort of quota to fill, or maybe they had, you know, a rule back in the day where a set had to have at least 4 or 5 colors, I don't know, but they exist. Final verdicts on this set. Do I think you should pick this up today? Unless you have some sort of nostalgic factor or you like collecting older sets, no. This thing is mad ugly. Now, do I personally think this is a bad set? Not really. It's just outdated. That happens. Things get phased out, things get remade, and they're much better than before. And that's a good thing. We want things to be improved. We want our sets to get better and better over the years. But this is a classic example of just things getting outdated. For its time release in 2001, $10 for a fun build with a couple of play features and a iconic prominent character in the Star Wars movies. Yeah, I would rate this set honestly probably like an 8 out of 10. It's a cheap, affordable set. A lot of fun pieces. I mean, you can rebuild it and turn it into a freaking pod racer, so that's cool. Do I think you should add this to your collection nowadays? Not really, unless you have some sort of nostalgic factor, or you're a completionist, or you just like goofy old sets like me. So for its current rating to these standards, I give this set like a 3 to 4 out of 10. It's really not that good, but it's kind of funny looking, so that's cool. But with all that being said, thank you so much for checking out my review. I really appreciate it. Hope you have a fantastic, great day. Peace. Oh, and don't forget to like and comment and subscribe. Thank you.